Hello everyone, welcome to EditUp. So in today's session, we are going to discuss about a very important news article, that is the SEBI has rolled out the swing pricing to protect the debt mutual fund investors. SEBI is Securities and Exchange Board of India, and it is the regulator of the financial markets of India. Okay, so like before starting with the news article, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our Telegram channel. The link of the Telegram channel is given in the description box below. So EditUp is providing you with a flat 40% off, and you can use the code NABARD40 to get this offer on the NABARD Grade A course. And this is valid till 15th October 2021. Now starting with the news article, like before starting with the news article, you need to understand some of the keywords. That is, what is the mutual fund, what is the open-ended mutual fund, and what is the asset value. After understanding these terms, you will be able to understand the news article better. So a mutual fund is nothing else. It is the collection of money from many of the small and big investors, and then this collection of the money is used to buy the assets, different kind of assets, variety of stocks, we can say, stocks or bonds and all. Then this variety of stocks is bought, and the investors get the money. Each investor get a specified number of shares in proportion of the investment that he or she has done, that the investor has done. So it is a financial vehicle. Mutual fund is a type of financial vehicle in which the money is collected from many investors, and then it is invested in securities such as stocks, bonds, and money market instruments or other assets. See, then mutual fund is the like mutual fund in is not done by the simple people. Like individuals do not have much knowledge where to invest and all. So the managers, the professional manager are there who can allocate the funds in assets that will give the capital gains, that will give the profits and income for the funds investors. Okay, now open-ended mutual funds, after understanding mutual fund, that it is the collection of money from different investors, and then the money collected is invested in some of the instruments, financial instruments, and after that the individuals will get the specified number of share according to the investment that they have done. So open-ended mutual fund is a fund in which an investor can enter and exit at any point of time. Like, I want to deposit my money, I want to invest my money, so I will invest today, but tomorrow I might think that no, I don't want to invest, and I will take out my money. So investor can invest or enter at any moment of time and redeem or exit at any point of time. It does not have a fixed maturity period, while the close ended mutual funds are the ones that have a fixed maturity date, that the initial period is defined, that this time the fund will start and this time the fund will have the maturity date, it will end. Okay, so now NAV, if you have the number of shares, specified number of shares, the investors will, how will they know that what is the value of that asset, the shares? Because they are regularly buying and selling the assets, the fund shares, and now how will they know that how much to sell it in or how much to buy it in, the new ones that are coming? So this is NAV is the one, it is the mechanism of the price of the shares. Okay, and NAV is the assets, total assets minus the liabilities divided by the number of shares. This is how the value of the share is decided. The net asset value is decided, and at any specific date or time. So SBI has rolled out the swing pricing mechanism for the debt mutual fund investors, and SEBI introduced a new swinging pricing framework, okay, for the mutual funds, like debt mutual funds, to protect the retail small investors. Retail investors are the small investors or the individuals that has put their money from at a time. It is protecting the retail investors from the time when the massive redemptions are taking place. We will understand that what happens when the massive redemptions are taken place and how it affects the small investors or the retail investors. And so why did we need the swing pricing framework? Under swing pricing, what happens? The AMC, the asset management company, because individuals does not have that much knowledge to where to place their money, so the asset management company is managing, the professional managers are managing the pool of the portfolio of the assets. So they are the ones that can swing or adjust the NAV. during the net asset value when massive redemption is taking place, when there is a redemption pressure. What happens in the NAV when NAV is adjusted? So once swing pricing is enforced, all investors that are exiting or entering the scheme can transact only on the adjusted NAV. So the NAV is reduced. Okay, the net asset value is reduced. So when you are leaving, you will get you will get less, because the adjusted NAV is lower than the usual NAV. So you will get less value for the asset. So if let's say you have 100 shares, and each share has the value 100 rupees. So, or we can say 10 rupees. So you will get 1000 rupees. But now the net asset value is reduced because so many people are taking away their shares, that they are taking out the money from the fund. So now in this kind of pressure, the redemption pressure, the AMC says that no, we will not give 10 rupees, but we will give only 5 rupees, or let's say 8 rupees or 5 rupees. So now instead of 1000 rupees, you are only getting 500 when you are taking out the money now. Okay, when you are selling your shares and taking out the money. So now the big investors will not want to sell. So this is done with the thought that the big investors will lose the motive to sell now if the net asset value is reduced when there is too much pressure of the redemption, or even if they want to sell at that time also, the 500 rupees that is saved will be given to the small investors. So the small investors won't be losing. We will see this in the next slides also, that how the small investors will benefit from the reduced NAV. So the lower NAV will help the small investors, as well as it will reduce the redemption pressure. So at times a fund house is forced to liquidate. See what happens, that if I say that I want to take out my 100 shares, and if someone else also says that they want to take out their 500 shares, someone else says that they want to take out their 1000 shares. So many shares are being taken out of the asset. So much money is taken out of the fund. So much money, how will the AMC, or how will the company how will the fund will be able to give the money that is invested in the fund, or the profit and all? So they have to liquidate their good quality papers. Okay, they will have to sell their good quality papers, they will have to sell their good assets, the good bonds or good stocks. Through this they will collect the money, and they will give this money to the investors who are redempting their money, who are doing the redemption request. So this is how the good assets are being sold. Now if the good assets are sold, what will happen with the fund? That only the bad assets will be left, or we can say illiquid. The assets that we can't sell very easily, those kind of assets will be left. So this sparks a fall in the net asset value. So when only bad assets will be left, it will reduce the value of the assets. Okay, impacting those who have remained with the fund. So it impacts the small investors, the retail investors. You see how this is if the big investor is taking out the money, how this is affecting the small investors. That when the big investor is taking out the money, the AMC needs the money to give the big investors. So the AMC, the asset management company, the mutual fund, they will be selling the good assets. Now with the bad assets, the net value asset value will reduce. So before, if the value was 10 rupees, with the bad assets, the value will be only 2 rupees, I can say. So that's why this swing pricing is involved. That if you want to take out your money, okay, you can take out your money, huge amount of money, but you will be able to take out your money only at 5 net asset value, not at 10. So that when the bad assets are left and the small investors are left with net asset value only 2 rupees, so that then this kind of the money that is saved before can be given to the small investors, or they will have to sell less of the good quality assets, because they are giving net asset value less net asset value. You understood the point? See, the money, the good quality assets are being sold, but now they will have to sell less of the good quality asset, because the net asset value is being reduced for the people that are going away. Okay, So swing pricing is a mechanism used to ensure that the long-term investors in debt schemes are not adversely impacted when the large investors are taking out their money, when they are doing a big ticket redemption. That is, big redemptions are being done. So swing pricing allows a fund house to adjust the NAV of a scheme at times when there are large outflows. When the large outflows is happening, so then they can adjust the NAV, the net asset value, so that the large investors are like demotivated to take out their money. So lower scheme helps in that time the incoming investors. Now the investors that will see, outflow is more from the mutual fund and the inflow is less. So when the net asset value is reduced, the inflow will increase and the outflow will reduce. How? Because now net asset value is reduce, so you will not want to sell your asset. Before you can sell your asset at 5, but now you can sell your asset at only 5 rupees. If you can sell your house at only 5,000 rupees, why will you want to sell it? You will wait for the time that again the house will go at 10,000 rupees. So this is the same thing. Now the asset value has been reduced, so you do not want to sell it. Inflow is increase, the other people that sees that, oh, net asset value is reduced, so now I can sell more and more. So sorry, now I can buy more and more the shares. So now they will want to buy it, so the money will get inside the fund. Okay, so the inflow will increase and the outflow will reduce if the net asset value is reduced. So incoming investors who are countering the outflow benefit from a lower entry NAV. They can easily buy the shares at a lower price. The open-end mutual funds, which promise to allow investors to cash out. See, open-end, what is the meaning of open-end? That you can leave whenever you want to leave. So why is it putting the less NAV when you are leaving? Because to ensure they can smoothly handle small. See, the AMC or the fund can handle the small outflows, that even if you are taking out your money, they can handle it. Okay, they will give you the actual NAV. But if you are taking out too much, if all the investors at one time say that we want to take out all our money, so they do not have that much liquid things or that much cash in their hands. So when there are bunched up redemptions and the AMC too is unable to liquidate its holdings to meet them, okay, it do not have the cash that it needs to give the big redemptions, then it starts to liquidate the good quality asset. It starts to sell the shares, sell the assets. Then the fund may be forced to resort to distress sales. It have to sell the good quality assets even in a lower price. So the better quality and more liquid securities tend to get sold first, leaving investors who have stayed with the scheme with lower returns. Okay, if the good quality assets will be sold, I told you the bad quality will be left, and so the poorer quality portfolio will be left. Swing pricing attempts to resolve this inequity. Okay, that is, someone is getting at 10 NAV and someone else is getting at 2 NAV. This kind of inequity, this kind of inequality, this kind of like bad thing that is happening with the small investors is stopped by swinging, by changing the NAV at the time when huge redemptions is taking place. So then the NAV is reduced. Under SEBI regulations, swing pricing will be implemented only in the case of when net outflows, that is, when the outflows are more and the inflows are less, from a debt, the mutual fund scheme. To safeguard small investors, this is happening, and if the small investors are redempting their money up to 2 lakh, then this swing pricing won't affect them. That is, if you are a small investor, that is, you are only redempting rupees 2 lakh, till that price, the swing price won't affect you. That is, you will still get the NAV at 10 rupees. You will still get the net asset value of your share at 10 rupees. Under the framework which will be enforced from March 22. So this swing pricing framework will be in effect from the March 2022. There will be a partial and full swing. So there will be two kind of swings, one a partial swing and one a full swing. So in normal times, if the MAC can implement partial swing, that is, they will introduce the adjusted NAV for entering and exiting investors once the net outflows from any scheme cross a certain threshold. That is, right now the outflows are not more, they are less. than the inflows, but still they feel that it has crossed a certain threshold, that the difference between the outflows and the inflows is very less. Then they will like put the partial NAV, so that if they put the partial NAV, less people will want to take out their money and more people will want to take in their money. So the inflows will increase and the outflows will decrease. In extreme market situations, then the SEBI has said that you can, if the market is very dislocated, if the money is going too much out and the money is not coming in the market, then you can put the full swing pricing. See, you want to buy something in less price now. That's why if NAV is less, you will buy it. So more money will enter the market, and you will not want to sell in the less price. So less money will go out of the market. Okay. Full swing pricing can be enforced on high risk open ended debt schemes for a specified period. It will happen. So the objective is to pass on any additional transaction cost by the large outflows to the ones redeeming rather than the ones staying. Because see, right now the NAV price is 10 rupees. So the redemptions, the people that are taking out the money from the fund, that are taking out the money from the market, are getting more. And the people that are left behind in the market, that are helping the market in a way, are left with only 2 profit. So this kind of inequity is solved by the swing pricing. So if we put the NAV at rupees 5, so the people that are taking out their money will not have too much profit when they are taking out the money, and this difference is given to the small investors. Okay. SEBI has asked the AMFI, that is the Association of Mutual Fund of India, to make its suggestions about the key parameters and triggers. Overnight and the gilt and 10-year maturity gilt funds are not included in this framework. See, the gilt funds are the debt funds. These are the debt funds which only invest in bonds and fixed interest bearing securities issued by central and state government. Okay, so gilt is the maturity fund, is the mutual fund which is like which have the bonds and the securities that is of the central government or the state government, any investor that is like putting their money in the government securities. So these are not included in the swing pricing framework because this is a very low risk. Whatever the government bonds and the government securities are low risk, so it doesn't need the swing pricing that much. For conditions of market dislocation, swing pricing can be applied on open-ended debt schemes with high or very high risk. That's why it is not putting in the gilt funds, because this is of central and state government with very less risk. Only the debt schemes or the mutual fund that has a very high or very high risk, that is the criteria for putting the swing pricing framework. So SEBI has now mandated that such large outflows happen at a price that is 1 or 2% below the current NAV. So if the current NAV is 10% or 3%, 1 or 2% lesser than that percent. Current NAV, if it is 10%, so the SEBI has said that when large outflows, when large redemptions are taking place, it should be 8 or 9%. Okay. So here I have told you everything. See, only one thing is there, that is the swing pricing is there because the outflows are getting more and the inflows are getting less in the outflows is happening too much at a period of time. When the outflows happen, that is the money is going out of the fund. That is money is going out of the fund. Okay. How can it be stopped? It can be stopped when you get less profit by selling. Then if I'm not getting profit, why will I want to sell the thing? So if I get less profit, I will not want to sell it. I will not want to sell it. That is, the outflow will stop. And when the NAV, net asset value, is reduced, that is, I can buy the shares in cheaper price. So I will buy more. And that is the inflow in the market of my money. Inflow in the fund will increase. That is, I will start buying the shares that is in the fund. So that is in the mutual fund. So the inflow in the fund will increase. So this is the thing about swing pricing. As well as it helps the small investors. How does it help the small investors? That is, the less outflow will happen, or if the NAV is reduced. If the NAV is reduced, less assets have to be sold to give the money to give the redemption price to the redemptors. Okay, and the small investors will be left with at least some of the good assets. So this was the whole concept. You do not have to go too much in depth, just remember some of the points. That is the swing pricing. In the swing pricing, the SEBI has introduced this, and if there is massive redemptions, then only this will happen. And the AMC, the asset management company, usually sells the liquid assets in the massive redemptions. So it will not happen now. The AMC won't need to sell too much now. So before, the small investors were being affected by this whole thing when the massive redemptions were taking place. Now the small investors won't be affected that much. That's why this has come into effect. The swing pricing is the thing in which the NAV is reduced in the time when massive redemptions are taking place. Okay, and this was the whole concept, that what happens, that open end mutual funds are the funds in which they can sell and buy at any time. So when bunched up redemptions are taking place, then the swing pricing will be started. So this was the whole concept. You can just read the PDF. Now it has become very simple for you after understanding what is mutual fund, after understanding what it is swing pricing. So now there is a question for you from a previous video that I have given for you about the NARCL. So you have to tell that what the R stands in the NARCL. Okay, please tell the answer in the description box below. And if you have not watched the video about the NARCL, that is the bad bank, you can go to the, I will put the link in the description box. You can go and check out the video, and then you can come and answer. Such kind of questions can be seen in the phase 2 of RBI and even the NABARD. Okay, thank you very much. If you have any query, you can mail us here. Thank you.